Good morning, Commuter Nation. How's everyone doing? Today is the day after MLK Day, and I hope everyone had a wonderful extra day off in memory of a great man who embodied what race relations should be in this country. Unfortunately, I think we've gone backwards since then. So let's get started. What's in the news? I hope everyone's seen this situation going on with a Catholic school in Kentucky, I believe. Of course, the media's at it again, being insane and hunting people down for things they haven't done, of course, because they don't fit their narrative. If you've seen what's been going on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all the media channels, you'll have seen that there's a group of children from a high school that went to the March for Life in Washington, D.C. They were accosted by a Native American gentleman who was beating his drum right in the face for no apparent reason. Of course, the media took that video and said, look at this boy, he's not letting this poor old Native American man pass. Usual bollocks of the media, obviously, because another video surfaced and shows the entire incident. And the entire incident obviously shows that these kids were literally waiting on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to be picked up by the school bus. And this gentleman, along with many of his insane friends, accosted this poor group of kids. So, once again, the media has reported on this, has not gone back and said sorry for the misreporting. I believe only Jake Tapper, surprisingly enough, was the only media representative that actually apologized for this leak, this false story leak. Very surprising by Jake Tapper. I'm going to have to reevaluate his credentials, I have to say, because that's already the second time he backtracks on a stupid statement from CNN. Of course, it would be much better if they avoided saying stupid crap to begin with, but that's just the way the thing is. So, as we pass through MLK Day, I just want to remind everyone that you are in control of your life. You get to decide what you do in this country. This is a beautiful country that gives you so many opportunities, despite your color of skin, race, your sexuality. No one bloody cares anymore. And this is the only country in the world that allows you to do so. So remember what King was striving for, and that was equality, but equality of opportunity, not equality of outcome. So what's the difference? The big difference is that we've been trying to manipulate this in recent years by enforcing a certain number of African Americans in certain schools, and etc., etc. Of course, these are racist ways of thinking. We agree with the equality of opportunity. The way we do that is make sure the black population has a father taking care of it, and we need to incentivize black fatherhood and a black family structure. I think that would be the greatest thing we could possibly do. So this MLK Day, remember everyone, you are in control of your life. Don't blame others. Don't blame other races for your problems. Look at yourself. Just as our good friend MJ once said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. So please start with the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, and take a look at yourself and improve your life. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing you have in your control. It doesn't matter if people are actually mean with you and there's bad people. There's always going to be bad people in your entire life. That you can't avoid those. Honestly, you really can't. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you notice that, and the sooner you grasp the concept that your life is in your control and you're behind the wheel, you can do it. You will be able to improve your life. You'll be able to improve your life in ways you never would have even imagined, and in much better ways than anyone like Jesse Jackson and these hacks have ever told you, who literally just blame white people for America's problems and say America's a racist country, even though, funnily enough, white people aren't even the richest people in America. So not very good at being racist, are you, America? Because Asians are vastly more successful than white people in America on average, and actually, well, obviously Jewish families are as well. Jewish families are white, I'd say, but the media does love portraying these white people hating Jews. Clearly that is not the case, or they're not very good at hating Jews, because Jews are more successful than your average Christian white family. So, that being said, remember MLK's words, and remember that you are in control of your life despite what the media tries to tell you. So, anything else on the news? I'd say going on today, of course, the shutdown for the border wall continues, which is just absolutely ridiculous. $5 billion is the dispute the Democrats have. Really. They've spent 3 times that amount on much stupider things. We would be spending $10 billion on farm subsidies this bill alone. $10 billion, twice as much. Yet, all of a sudden, the Democrats are concerned about $5 billion spending. I find that a little strange, isn't it? Almost as if it's political, yeah? Odd. So, the Democrats are shutting the country down, make no mistake. Of course, shutdowns are due to an impasse, right? So, it's not one party's fault, it's just a disagreement. And I'm the first person to say it. Yeah, Trump's responsible for the shutdown, and so are the Democrats. So's Nancy and Chuck. But that's how shutdowns work. It's 2 people's fault. It's 2 parties that can't come to an agreement. And that's just how government works. It's not someone's fault. It's funny because the media now blame it on Trump, but at the same time, they said the Republicans shut down the government when Obama wasn't getting his Obamacare funding. So it's kind of strange, isn't it? Yeah, makes you think a little bit. Maybe these Democrats are being political. They're a little bit politically charged. They're not actually caring about the substance of their ideas, yeah? Because clearly what we've seen is that when the Republicans didn't want to fund Obamacare, it was the Republicans' fault, obviously. And then when the Democrats don't want to fund the border wall, it's the Republicans' fault. It's always the Republicans' fault. Bloody Republicans. So think about it, and clearly there's one side of the story being told by the media here. The border wall is a marvellous idea. The border wall will increase security in this country. The border wall is necessary. The border wall will prevent bad people from coming in. It is a physical barrier, and I don't know why all of a sudden Facebook and Twitter and all of the media have exploded and started saying, oh, border walls don't work, border walls are stupid, they're antiquated. But just like Trump nailed it on the head during his address to the nation, all these people have fences around their houses. They have front doors, don't they? They block people from coming into their house. If someone wants to come in, they will find a way. But the vast majority of people will not stroll into your house if you got a front door that's locked, right? So it's the same concept. You will block the vast majority of people trying to get in, and some people will always get in, and that's why we have to do surveillance as well. Now, once again, Trump has never said anything of racist when it comes to building the wall, and the media's either stupid or they're evil, because either they don't know what he said and they can't really understand what he said and they can't do any research of their own, or they know full well what he said and are still misconstruing it for their stupid public, obviously. So that might be the case. And once again, re-listen to everything Trump has said about the wall. He specifically said, day one, I want a big beautiful wall with a big beautiful door in it to let people come in legally, and that is absolutely a must, and I think it's really a no-brainer. Why do people think that walls are mean, and why all of a sudden do we think walls are stupid and they don't work? They work to this day in Israel. They work around the world. Why make it a racist, emotional thing? I'll tell you why, because that is the only way Democrats work anymore. It's all about emotions and driving people mad with emotion without looking at facts. So, this is Euro Patriot signing off. Patriot Euro signing off. Have a great day.